We start Be'ezus Hashem. The end of Psukkah de Zimra. Climax. The end at the point where we don't want to say goodbye, where we don't want to stop being Meshabeach, the Rabbeinu Shalom. But a component is something, as they say, all good things come to an end. We're ending Psukkah de Zimra with the Gavaldige Tefillah of Yishtabach, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. In fact, the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, what would a Siddur be without mention of the Yisod V'Shorish V'Avoda, mentions the Zohar Kodesh that says that when a person says Yishtabach, and Verstetzach, he means obviously with understanding some of the words and a bit of Kavanah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes a crown and places it in front of him. In fact, the Mishnah Berurah brings down that there are 15 praises in Yishtabach, beginning with the words which we'll get to, Shir Ushvacha, and ending with Brachos V'Hodos, that's 15. And even though they should all be said together, they do not need to be said in one breath, like we say the 10 names of Haman by the Megillah, but rather there needs to be no interruption. And that's an important thing. The Mishnah Berurah Paskins, Betzim Tzachai Odom quotes the Gra, the Siddur, Rav Sadia Goin also, that a person should say all of the Shvachim of the Rabbeinu Shalom in Yishtabach in one shot, not in one breath, but without interruption. In fact, the Yisod V'Shorish Avoda brings down terrible things about a person that does interrupt in the middle of this, and it's important. The Shulchan Aruch Harav, the Heilige Baal HaTanya, says that the 15 praises are actually taken from the Psukim of Baruch David and Shira Sayam. So it's almost like a culmination of all of them that we're saying over here, which is important to remember. So now we have a bit of a Hagdama. One more thing to note is that Yishtabach does not start with a Baruch Atah Hashem. The reason for that is that basically it's the counterpart of Baruch Sha'amah, and it's what we call a Bracha Hasmucha Lechaberta. A Bracha Hasmucha Lechaberta does not require its own Bracha. Okay, so we start Yishtabach Shem Chal Yad Malkeinu, that we want the name of the Rabbeinu Shalom, our King, to be praised forever. Right? La'ad. Ha'el HaMelach HaGodol VaHaKodesh Bashomayim Va'oretz. Right? The great, holy, and powerful King in Shomayim Va'oretz. Ki L'cha Noah Hashem Elokeinu V'Elokei Avosenu. Because it's fitting for you, Hashem, not only the God of us, but also the God of our forefathers. We say that very often, especially very famously in Shemona Esra, Elokei Avram, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov, also Elokei Avosenu, which is a whole Baal Shem Tov explaining why we're saying God is our God and also the God of our forefathers, but we'll get to that in Shemona Esra, Be'ezus Hashem. And now we start the 15 praises. Right? Note, 15 praises should be said in one shot, not necessarily in one breath, but without an interruption. Shir Shvacha, song of praise, Halal V'Zimra, which is also types of poems and ways of singing songs. Oizim and Mishala with power and being overpowering. Netzach Gedula Gvura Tilavis Vers Kedusha Malchus Brochas V'Adoros Mi'ato V'Ad Olam, with the triumph, the greatness, the strength, the praise, the splendor, the holiness, sovereignty, blessings and thanksgiving from now and forever. Baruch Atah Hashem. El Melach Godol Batishbochos El Adois Adonim Flois, that we bless the Rabbeinu Shalom, who is the God of all thanks. That means in the closing of Psukkah de Zimra has specifically 3 statements which Rav Schwab Zatzal points out. And the first one is that the Rabbeinu Shalom is Godol Batishbochos, great in praises, which means the more we praise the Rabbeinu Shalom, the more we realize that we cannot praise the Rabbeinu Shalom. And whatever praises we give, and we've spoken about this over the Psukkah de Zimra, and especially now we get it over here in Yishtabach as well, is that the more we praise Hashem, we realize it's inadequate. It's just not enough. But we have to do our obligation of praising Him. But at least we recognize that whatever we say and however much we praise will never be enough. The Rebbeinu was greater than any possible praise could even describe. The second statement of this bracha is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's El HaEdois, the God of thanksgivings. That means not only do we offer thanks to the Rabbeinu Shalom, but we thank the Rabbeinu Shalom for giving us the opportunity to be able to thank Him. And the third statement is the Rabbeinu Shalom is Adon Aniflois, the Master of Wonders. That means throughout all of history, the Rabbeinu Shalom has always shown us Gevaldige Nissim V'Niflois and amazing miracles that has happened over history, even until now. We say Rabbeinu Shalom, we acknowledge that everything that's ever happened has come from you. Haboichem B'Shir Zimra, who chooses the songs of praise. That means the Rabbeinu Shalom chose Klal Yisrael to deliver His praises. Melech El Chei Ha'olamim, the Rabbeinu Shalom is the life source of all periods, of all existence, from the beginning of time to now. And we end off with that the Rabban Shalom is Machaya. He gives life, he breathes life from now and forever and always was. And we end Pesukah de Zimra with that thought, which is incredible. It sort of sums up the whole thing, Be'ezus Hashem. And I have to say, Baruch Hashem, we basically started this month, beginning of Maida'ani, all the way down now to Yishtabach and Mitzvah Hashem. Be'ezus Hashem Yisbarach, we're going to be starting Berchas Kriyishma Mitzvah Hashem next month after Pesach. Shkoch all of you, and I really hope that you enjoyed and you got a lot from it. I personally did. I felt that my tefillah has definitely helped very much from this, and Be'ez Hashem we shall continue, as the Gemara tells us, tefillah requires chizuk the whole time, so we'll continue to be mechazik ourselves Be'ez Hashem.